have a problem. That is what we like to call gasoline. All right, we got some things to get done. Ramcharger, I have valve covers and parts for the exhaust on their way. So the Ramcharger is going to be running and driving probably by next weekend, and we're going to finally be able to have that as a runner. It's about time to rock and roll. My valve covers should be here today or tomorrow, and same with the stuff for the exhaust. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these covers off, get everything cleaned up, and get this thing going. I still think it's kind of weird that these valve covers are an 11, and why I continue to take everything off with a ratchet and not the drill, I have absolutely no idea. That back one I might have to actually use ratchet for. So this is the valve cover that I already swapped the gasket on, and it's still leaking. And I think it's still leaking for the fact being that this valve cover is very warped. This side is definitely a little bit tighter with everything kind of over it. My one major concern, well, I have two with the new covers, because the new covers are full width, so there isn't this indentation anywhere. One of them is this bolt, so I'll have to figure that out. And then the other one is gonna be this bracket right here. I'm hoping that the clearance ends up being fine on everything, but most likely it won't be. So I'm gonna have to just figure it out and make it work, just like normal with about everything else I end up doing. They say direct replacement. I don't buy it. Well, it's looking like just to get this valve cover off, I need to take that bolt out. Now, I can get this valve cover off. Both valve covers are off. And yeah, the new valve covers come with breather ports on top. So, shouldn't have to worry about that too much. It'll come with those. It comes with bolts. It comes with gaskets. Gotta clean you off there. That looks good. I need to clean both surfaces for the new valve cover and get this all prepped. This side is cleaned up about as much as I am going to do. It's a lot of cleaning. This is taking some time. Luckily this side I've already cleaned up prior to this. Now I gotta wait on parts. There's nothing for me to do. Always having to wait on parts. What's on Facebook Marketplace? Some Unimog axles. Super Swampers. Are those my parts? Oh. Oh yeah. Got some metal infused rubber gaskets, 2 aluminum valve covers, got some bolts, the 2 filters. Not necessarily a huge fan of like an unboxing thing, but this is a pretty nice kit for the price that I paid. These valve covers are seeming to be fairly nice. I mean, I've never really bought in valve covers before, so these look pretty good to me. These filters will just pop right in and sit right on top. I think these are gonna be pretty snazzy going on the Ramcharger. So let's go ahead and see all the trouble that we're gonna get in just to put these things on. Well, before we get started on any of the real install, I want to do a little test fit and and see if these are gonna fit without me having to modify anything. The long one is cylinder 1. I've labeled the other side, but me saying it on camera will definitely make a difference. Might have to unbolt a few things just to get this to go down on there. Technical difficulties. Getting the throttle bracket off of the block right now, and I'm hoping that gives me enough clearance to get around the brake booster and everything. Could just be wishful thinking, and this could just absolutely not fit at all, knowing my luck. The things we do for vehicles, if you really think about it, doesn't make sense. Nah, who am I kidding? It all makes sense. All right, now let's see if I can finagle. Ah, there we go. It will fit. Sits on there pretty nice. It's just kind of a pain to get on and get off. I'm gonna do this in one shot, or at least hopefully do this in one shot. I'll be right back. I'm really hoping that I do not drop anything in the midst of doing all this. Gotta get finagled. Something like that. Remember when I said I was gonna do this in one shot? I lied. Ah! I'm scratching it. Oh no. I don't really care. Apparently I gotta get this bolt in before, and then I can go ahead and set this thing down. After fighting with it, not that it's the kit's fault, it's just getting the gasket lined up, because this kit does not have the little lip grooves to keep the gasket in place. That bolt was giving me some problem, but they are all on and they are tightened down. This will work pretty good. We'll see. I'm gonna get the other one on. I'm not gonna praise this kit and these valve covers at all until they actually work. So we'll see. Thinking that side was gonna be hard. I'm hoping that this side isn't gonna be as bad, for the fact being that there is a little bit more room for some activity. So I'm hoping that this will all just go right into place and everything will just work hunky-dory. Oh, there goes my pen. Not like I needed it. Where's my drill? Give me me drill. Both valve covers are on. Now, the one thing I have to do, as mentioned earlier, is this bolt, when I go to tighten it in, it is gonna hit the valve cover right there. So I need to spacer off the bolt this way or find a shorter bolt. So I think I'm gonna just spacer it off. And of course I'm not recording when I go to drop the bolt. Hoping I can find it. It dropped somewhere. I just don't know where. I found it. That'll do. So it's not exactly perfectly tight. I think that bracket needs to be pulled in. Stuff needs to be adjusted. But that will work for now. And then I got to put the 2 bolts for throttle lever back on. All right. Go ahead and use the donor battery that keeps getting tossed around because I still haven't bought any batteries. And we are going to fire this thing up and see if there is any leaks. Yeah, we have a problem. A definite problem. See that right there? That shiny stuff? That is what we like to call gasoline. Yeah, that's not good. Good thing I saw that when I did. Shut her down pretty quick. Well, you can see that this hose is definitely not good anymore. There is holes galore. And that's not good. And I don't know that I can shorten this and make it work, but I'm pretty sure I have some more hose laying around that I can fix that with. We can go back to the trusty old Dakota and see if she's got any hose in her. She's always got hose in her. So it looks like this is going to be the same stuff. Fuel injection hose, 5/16. And that looks to be about 5/16. So we'll go ahead and take this long piece right here, put her on there, put some new hose clamps on her, and away we go. Well, I don't have any new hose clamps, but that is not that big of a deal. I will just reuse these old ones and I will make it work. Because that's just what I do, is I just make it work. Sometimes. Don't quote me on that because it's not always the case. Sometimes I don't make it work. I don't know. Sometimes I'm good, some days are bad, but we're gonna make today a good day. And we're gonna get this thing dialed in. Now I am still waiting on the muffler and down pipes. When I say down pipes, I mean the turn down tips. So nothing too special there, but just to quiet this thing up a little bit and give it more of a normal sound. They're not expensive mufflers. There's some MBRP knockoffs. It's kind of what they are. So I think they will work fine. I think this clamp is too small for this thing. No, I'm wrong. It's literally the right size. Exactly the right size. Let's try this again. And hopefully no fuel issues this time. Let's see if she'll fire right back up. Seems good to go. So far, shiny new valve covers, a success. For now. Now, I'm just waiting on the mufflers. So now I gotta sit around and wait for that. So I'm gonna go back to sitting on the couch.